receive the kickoff here. As Geyer puts the ball on the tee, they'll kick it deep. It'll be taken by the Bobcats. It'll be a fair catch. So the Byron Nelson offense will come out to their 25-yard line. They are 11-1 on the season. Their only loss so far to South Lake Carroll. And the Geyer defense is on the field. They are undefeated, 12-0. These two teams are playing in the regional semifinals for the second straight year. They met in this same round 1 year ago. Denton Geyer was victorious 43-36 a year ago. Geyer's defense in the all-black jerseys and pants. Byron Nelson with the white jerseys and the dark blue pants. There's Jake Wilson, their quarterback, number 11 in the shotgun, sets up with 4 receivers, 2 to each side, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. And Wilson waits for the shotgun snap, and they're going to throw the football on the first play of the game. It's intended for Landon Ransom Goals, a very talented senior wide receiver, number 14. Incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10. A nearly full house here at the Ford Center. Both teams are local, and the chance to play indoors in great weather at a beautiful facility. Lots of Geyer fans on the home side and Bobcat fans on the visiting side. 2nd down and 10 from the 25. And Wilson's going to hand the ball off on the first run of the game, and it's a loss of a yard. The carry was made by Aaron Darden.
And you should expect to see him all throughout the game. He's coming off a game last week where he had over 200 rush yards, so expect him to have the ball. He is a very talented running back, and he should be having carries throughout the whole night.
3rd down and 11. 3 receivers to the left. 1 back, Darden, stands next to Wilson and looks to the visitor side for the play call. Here's the 3rd and 11. Snap is back. They're going to fake the handoff. Wilson slides left now, rolls to his right under pressure, and he's going to throw it into traffic. It's going to be an incomplete pass. And the Geyer defense is going to get the stop, and we think the Bobcats are going to have to punt the football away on their first possession.
That was excellent pressure there for Geyer by number 44, Jackson Moore.
Geyer will receive the punt. They get the defensive stop on the first drive of the game. In to punt the football for the Bobcats is Gavin McCurley. He gets the snap. It's a low kick. It'll be taken at the 40-yard line, up the left side, out past the 50, past the 40, got a breakaway at the 30, at the 20, the punter to beat, 10, 5, touchdown, Denton Geyer, touchdown, Denton Geyer. Peyton Bowen goes 60 yards to the house, and Denton Geyer has a quick 6-0 lead on the punt return touchdown. It was a decent kick by the Bobcats, but Bowen, talented senior defensive back, made the first man miss and then showed great speed and took it to the house. 6-0 Geyer with the lead, and here comes the PAT attempt tonight by the Geyer place kicker, and that is Ford Stinson on for the kick. Snap is back, the kick is up and good, and Denton Geyer quickly with a 7-0 lead, and their offense hasn't even touched the football yet.
Byron Nelson's going to have to figure out pretty quickly that they can't kick that ball straight into the hands of Peyton Bowen. I mean, he's going to Notre Dame for a reason, so he obviously has wheels to take it all the way, as we just saw there, so they're going to have to figure out quickly not to put the ball in his hands.
10:54 to go, first quarter. The Bobcats of Trophy Club Byron Nelson High School received the opening kickoff, punted it away, and you see a replay on your screen right now, made that first man miss, and then Bowen was untouched the rest of the way. He had the kicker right here to beat. The valiant effort, couldn't bring him down. Bowen takes it to the house. One more shot on the replay from the end zone angle, and you see he made a man miss, and then nobody was going to catch him. So Denton Geyer will kick off for the second time in the first minute of this ball game with a 7-0 lead. The 6A Division II regional semifinals in Region 1. The third round of the playoffs. It's taken And it'll be fair caught at the 8-yard line by Byron Nelson. That is McCurley. And so he was the one who just punted the football away. Another fair catch. It'll be first down and 10 at the 25-yard line for the Byron Nelson offense. Byron Nelson, we mentioned, is 11-1 on the year. They defeated Fort Worth Boswell in the first round of the playoffs by a score of 54-14. And then they played El Paso Eastwood and had a closer victory, 35-28 in their second round victory, which moved them to the Sweet 16 round. Here we are in the regional semifinals. 5 receivers, 4 to the left as Wilson takes the shotgun snap, throws it quickly to the left flats. It's going to be a completed pass and very near the sticks on the catch for the Bobcats. There's Aaron Darden, their talented running back. They're going to give him a gain of 9 out to the 34-yard line, second down and 1. We are just underway. Geyer already leads 7-0 with a punt return for a touchdown. Second and 1, ball's on the left hash, 3 receivers to the wide side, and Wilson's going to give it to Darden again, and he's going to lose a yard. 3rd and 2 coming up.
It's probably going to be a face mask call on Geyer, though. Yep.
We do have a flag down. Our officials for tonight, our referee is John Penn. There he is in the white hat showing you personal foul face mask. The umpire is Cornell Larry. Headline judge Brandon Johnson. Line judge Shane Lawrence. Back judge Gary DePel. Side judge Jeff Wasserman. Field judge Robert Frazier. And the alternate official is Connor Magnuson. After the penalty, first down and 10, Bobcats at their own 49-yard line. You see the big blue and white silver star for the Dallas Cowboys here at the Ford Center. Quickly throwing it into the seam. It's going to be a short gain caught by Drayden Gorman. We are at the Ford Center at the Star, the home of Frisco ISD football and soccer. Also the practice facility, meeting rooms, locker rooms, offices for the Dallas Cowboys here in Frisco, Texas. A gain of 5 yards makes it 2nd and 5 as the Bobcats have gotten into Wildcat territory for the first time. 9:50 and counting in the ball game. First quarter. Wilson takes the snap, rolls to his right. It's going to be a sprint draw to Darden, and he'll pick up positive yardage. And it's going to be just short of the sticks. 3rd down and short coming up for the Bobcat offense.
Darden's coming into this game averaging 9 yards a carry this season, so there's not going to be many times where they can get him down for a loss.
3rd down 1. You assume this is 4-down territory for the Bobcats. As Wilson looks over there to Coach Pride in the visiting sideline for the play call. 5 receivers, no backs on 3rd and 1. They send a motion man, that's Darden, and they give it to him on the jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage on the play. Great tackle for Denton Geyer there by Caleb Darhard.
Blade Carver also.
It's going to be a loss of 2 yards, making it 4th and 3. Decision time for Coach Pride, and he does keep the base offense out there. 3.5 minutes into this ball game. Bobcats down by a touchdown, going for it on 4th and 3. Darden in the backfield next to Jake Wilson. Straight drop back, and he's going to throw a deep ball on 4th down. He's got an open receiver, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. That was intended for Rams and Goals, incomplete, and the ball goes over on downs, and we will see the Denton Geyer on offense for the first time this afternoon. They have a 7-point lead on a punt return, and Denton Geyer's offense is led by their talented senior quarterback, number 11, Jackson Arnold, listed at 6'2", 200 pounds. He is future Boomer Sooner quarterback, headed to OU next year. And the Geyer offense takes over for the first time in the ball game with great field position, 1st and 10 at their own 44 after the turnover on downs. And Arnold is going to take the shotgun snap and hand the ball off, going left. Positive yardage and very close to the sticks. It is 10 yards and a first down on the carry for Trey Joyner, very talented running back.
Yes, Trey Joyner's coming into this game with almost 900 yards and 12 touchdowns, so expect him to get the ball.
Long read there. Arnold pulls the ball, and he's going to get sacked for a loss. Back on to the Geyer side of the field. They're going to actually spot it. Forward progress at the Bobcat 49, so it's going to be 2nd and 13 on the sack.
Noah Cortez, senior, on that sack.
2nd and 13. Bobcats jump. There's a flag. Arnold thinks he has a free play, and he's going to be taken down for another sack. Part of the defensive team there for the Bobcats was Caleb Elijah Coleman. Our referee, Mr. Penn, says it is indeed offsides defense. They'll walk off 5 yards.
Individual goes to snap. 5-yard penalty. Still first down. Excuse me, second down.
2nd down and 8 after the penalty. 7.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Geyer with a 7-point lead. This is their first offensive drive. 2nd and 8, 2 receivers left and the tight ends to the left. They're going to hand the ball straight up the middle of the field with a breakaway at the 30, at the 20, makes a man miss at the 10, down inside near the 7-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal. Great run there by Trey Joyner.
Both of these teams come in with very high-powering offense, scoring lots of points, so it's just going to come down to which defense can get the stop, and right now that's not been Byron Nelson.
1st and goal from the 8. Jackson Arnold throws it in the right corner of the end zone. Incomplete pass was intended for his very talented receiver, Landon Sides.
Sides is also another 1,000-yard receiver for Geyer on the year.
2nd and goal from the 8. Geyer in the huddle. Sometimes called a muddle huddle because it's right behind the ball. 2nd and goal from the 8. Motion man, and it's going to be quarterback draw. Jackson Arnold will take it to the 6-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal from there. In field goal range as we speak. Geyer with a 7-point lead as we approach the halfway mark of the first quarter. Joining you from the Star in Frisco. Here's 3rd and goal from the 6. And they're going to give it to Joyner. Makes a man miss. He goes in. Touchdown, Denton Geyer. Trey Joyner's touchdown run of the afternoon. His first visit to the end zone gives the Denton Geyer Wildcats a 13-0 lead. They have a special teams touchdown and an offensive touchdown. And now Ford Stinson, the place kicker, will come in. The holder is Carver. There's the snap back. The PAT is up and good, and Geyer leads 14-0. Half a quarter in the books, and Denton Geyer has the momentum. They are the official home team today in the all-black jerseys and pants, and this is a 12,000-seat stadium, indoor facility, and a capacity of 6,000 seats on each side, and we've got almost a full house here in Frisco. Well attended tonight by the team from Trophy Club on the visiting side and the team from Denton on the home side. 6A Division II Region 1 regional semifinals. Denton Geyer in their first round of the playoffs, they defeated Flower Mound Marcus 42-7. Then they had a big game, a big anticipated matchup in the second round, and they defeated the Highland Park Scots 63-42 a week ago. Here we are in the third round of the playoffs, and Stinson, who just made the PAT, will kick this one short, and it'll be taken at the 16-yard line, up the left sideline, past the 25, past the 30, near the 35-yard line. Tough run by McGurley.
Another tackle by Peyton Bowen.
Peyton Bowen going to play for the Golden Domers of Notre Dame next year. 6:27 to go, first quarter. Bobcats on offense, and they're already down 14 points, trying to get their offense untracked. Their only loss this season was to Lake Carroll by a score of 38-23 back on October the 28th. And that name, South Lake Carroll, will come up a lot in our conversations later on. Split left is Ransom Goals. 3 receivers to the right. Wilson takes the handoff and gives it to Darden going right. He breaks the tackle and will end up with a 7-yard gain on the play. Clock rolling as we are about to hit the halfway mark. 12 minutes per quarter here in Texas high school football. Indoor facility, artificial surface, obviously wind and weather not a factor at all today. It's rainy and chilly outside, but it's perfect inside. 3 receivers left, give it to Darden on second down. He's going to push the pile for a first down to the Bobcat 46-yard line. Ivan Pena, one of those Wildcats in on the tackle. Jake Wilson, number 11, you see him there, leads the offense for Coach Pride and the Bobcats. Darden stands next to him in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Geyer shows blitz, and they're coming. And Wilson gets it away quickly deep down the right sideline over the head of his intended receiver. That is McCurley, and it's an incomplete pass. Second down and 10. It was an outstanding ball game last night here in the Star as the Melissa Cardinals defeated the Terrell Tigers in 5A Division II action. So a doubleheader this weekend. The Melissa Cardinals and Terrell played last night. Denton Geyer and Byron Nelson here on Saturday afternoon football. Second down and 10. Wilson throws it out. It's going to be caught and making a man miss, diving forward very near the sticks. Good run and catch there by Ransom Goals. And he will have a first down for the Bobcats in Wildcat territory.
Bobcats just need to stick to their offense. They've come into the season with one game scoring 79 points, so they have plenty of time left. They just need to stay calm and just stick to their offense.
Trips right to the wide side. Wilson in the shotgun. Geyer again showing blitz, and they are coming, and Wilson's going to keep the football. Makes a nice move at the 40, at the 30. He's tiptoeing down the sideline. They'll knock him out of bounds at the 22-yard line. 21 on the quarterback keeper for Jake Wilson. Showing some good speed and ability to keep his balance on the sideline there. Bobcats have their best offensive drive of the afternoon. Trying to get on the scoreboard here. First and 10 from the 22. 3 receivers right. Give it to Darden. No gain on the play.
Carry made by number 2, Aaron Darden. Tackle made by number 10, Caleb Darden. No gain on the play.
Clock rolling, 4:15 to go first quarter. Bobcats down 14-0 to the Wildcats, trying to get on the scoreboard here. Second down and 10. Again, 3 receivers to the wide side. Wilson takes the snap, straight drop back, has a lot of time, throws the post route to an open receiver in the end zone. Touchdown, Byron Nelson.
That is Kurt Ippolito on that touchdown.
Ippolito with the touchdown catch. The Bobcats are on the scoreboard, 14-6, and here comes their first PAT opportunity of the afternoon.
That's now touchdown number 43 passing for Jake Wilson this year.
Pierce Dolan on for the kick. It is up and good. So Byron Nelson offense finally gets untracked. Take it to the house with a touchdown pass from Jake Wilson to Kurt Ippolito. Senior quarterback to senior receiver. You see this replay here. A nice throw, drops it in the bucket. Ippolito celebrating in the end zone as the Bobcats get on the scoreboard, cut the deficit to 14-7.
Ippolito just split the safeties perfectly right there in the end zone. It was wide open.
There he is with a big smile on his face on the visiting sideline. He's also on the big screen of the stadium Jumbotron here as well. Bobcats will kick the football off. Big fella number 67, Justin Baquette right there, will be the kickoff man for Byron Nelson. Landon Sides, one of the kick returners back for the Wildcats. They're going to get the football back, still with a lead here in the afternoon affair. It's going to be kicked deep, and Sides will take it at his 4-yard line up the right hash at the 15, and makes a man miss at the 20. He'll be taken down near the 25-yard line. First down and 10 for Coach Riedheim of Wildcat offense. Jackson Arnold comes in having a tremendous season, a tremendous playoff run. He had a big week a week ago.
Arnold came off a win last week with 223 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. But not only that, he also ran the ball for 110 yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. So 6 total touchdowns for him last week.
And there he is on the screen right there, ready to run the black jerseys, black pants, all black uniforms for Geyer. And they're going to hand the football on the fullback dive and go nowhere on that carry. Ahmed Youssef, the lead back. No gain on the play. And for the Bobcats, Noah Cortez in on that tackle. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Wingback is to the right as well. Jackson Arnold looks to the home side for the play call. 2nd down and 10. And Arnold's going to keep it himself, turn the corner and pick up positive yardage. He'll pick up around 9 on that carry. 3rd down and 1. Ross Graham just mentioned that not only did Arnold throw for 2 touchdowns a week ago, he ran for 4 touchdowns. So the quarterback run is something that the Bobcat defense has to key on today. 3rd down and 1. They're going to run the football to the Wildcats and get stopped short. It's going to be 4th and 1 time. Let's see what the officials do now. You got a very good spot.
It's going to be a first down.
A very good spot. And Coach Pride of the Bobcats thinks he got too good of a spot, but they will give the Wildcats a first down at their own 35-yard line. Bobcat D thought it was going to be 4th and 1, but it's a new set of downs for the Wildcats. Arnold takes the snap, and wide open tight end on the seam route down the middle of the field all the way to the 36-yard line of the Bobcats.
Side Stovall wide open.
Tight end number 12 right down the seam. There's the replay. They're going to hand the ball off to their fullback, Youssef, and he's going to pick up 3 on that carry, as you just saw the replay with Stovall, the tight end, on that big catch. We're approaching 2 minutes remaining, first quarter. Denton Geyer has the football in a 14-7 lead. You're watching NFHS here from Frisco, Texas. 3 receivers right, 1 left on 2nd and 7. Youssef with another handoff, and he'll gain a single yard. Good tackle there for the Bobcats by Osandu. 3rd and 6 coming. Ball on the left hash, no huddle. Straight to the line are the Geyer Wildcats. 3 receivers, 2 to the right. 3rd down, and Arnold will keep it, trying to turn the corner over the right side, and he does at the 22-yard line, goes out of bounds. First down, Denton Geyer, and there's that running quarterback threat. Less than 90 seconds to go, first quarter.
Joyner checks back into running back.
First down and 10. They're going to throw a deep ball down the right sideline into the end zone. Touchdown, Geyer. Landon Sides, showing why he's such an outstanding target for Arnold. Goes up. Touchdown.
We do have a penalty, however, though. Right near the line of scrimmage.
And our official tells us it's going to be a chop block against the Geyer Wildcats, so wipe out that touchdown. The home side, the Geyer fans, not in agreement.
Personal foul, chop block, offense, 15 yards, still first down.
John Penn, our referee, says a personal foul against the Wildcats. So, big walk-off by the umpire, Mr. Larry, and it's going to bring up first down and 25. Wipe out that touchdown. 3 receivers left, tight ends to the right. They send a motion man left to right. That is Sides, who just caught the touchdown that doesn't count. And they're going to run the football over the right side. Nice carry there by Trey Joyner. And it's going to be second and long for Denton Geyer. Ball spotted at the 28 of Byron Nelson. 3 receivers, 2 to the left. Second down, 17. Less than a minute remaining here in a very action-packed first quarter. Arnold with the handoff, fake, throws it into double coverage, and it's going to be an incomplete pass.
That was intended for Josiah Martin.
And it's going to bring up third down long, right at the edge of field goal range. Field goal would be about 45 yards from here. Let's see what Denton Geyer draws up on third and long. 1 receiver to the top on the wide side, 2 receivers to the short side. You see the wingback there, Stovall to the right as well. And Arnold's going to run quarterback draw, and he's going to make a man miss, gets a block downfield. He's going to have a first down and a first and goal, Denton Geyer. Jackson Arnold, that running threat from the quarterback spot, bails the offense out of a third and long. First and goal from the 5 for the Wildcats. Ball in the left hash. And they're going to run quarterback draw again with Arnold, and this time he goes nowhere.
Noah Cortez on that tackle.
Loss of a yard makes it second and goal from the 6. And the last few seconds of the first quarter will tick down, and we have completed 1 quarter of football here in Frisco, Texas. It is Denton Geyer 14, Byron Nelson 7. You are watching NFHS. This is Trey Graham and Ross Graham joining you from Frisco, Texas. We are glad you are spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Lots of other games of high school action all around the state. Lots of college football games going on around the country as well. And we are glad you're spending part of your day with us. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family. At the end of 1 quarter, Denton Geyer has 112 yards of total offense and 5 first downs. Byron Nelson, 80 total yards and 4 first downs. The leading rusher for Geyer after 1 quarter of play is Trey Joyner with 60 yards and a touchdown on the ground.
The key there is that Darden coming into this game with over 1,700 yards of rushing, but he's been held to just 6 carries for 12 yards today. So there's 2 very high-powering offenses, but so far the key has been Geyer's ability to prohibit Darden from getting out into open space and getting huge carries that we've seen him be able to do throughout the season.
Put 12 minutes on the clock. It's going to begin the second quarter with a second and goal from the 6-yard line. Denton Geyer's offense, now going right to left on your TV screen. Byron Nelson's offense trying to get a stop here in the red zone, down by 7 points. The game, Michigan leads 14-7 is our score as the second quarter begins. High snap, and they're going to give it on the handoff to Joyner, and he'll take it to the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal coming up.
Tackle made by number 15, Nathan Bowen.
Mentioned lots of college football action. LSU, Texas A&M play today. Georgia Tech playing. South Carolina, Clemson, Louisville, Kentucky. They call this rivalry weekend in college football. One of the big ones, Auburn and Alabama play in the Iron Bowl. It's kicking off right about now. Joyner will take the handoff and walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Denton Geyer. And they extend their lead to 20-7. They had a touchdown taken off the board a few plays ago on a penalty, and they're able to switch ends of the field, and Trey Joyner walks it in for Denton Geyer touchdown. And Stinson will attempt the PAT now. Lee will hold. Snap is back, the kick is up, and good. 21-7 is the score. Just underway in the second quarter of action. Thanks for spending your Saturday evening with us. We mentioned we were here last night broadcasting in 5A Division II action. The Melissa Cardinals defeated the Terrell Tigers by a score of 42-21. And the Melissa Cardinals have won 11 games in a row as of last night. They're going to move on to the Elite 8 regional finals. And who do they get for the accomplishment of winning 11 games in a row? They get the defending state champion, South Oak Cliff Golden Bears, on this coming Friday night. So that'll be an exciting ball game here on NFHS. And here we have 6A Division II action. The Region 1 semifinals. The winner of this game moves on to the regional finals to play South Lake Carroll Dragons. We told you that Denton Geyer was 12-0 and Byron Nelson is 11-1. So the only loss either of these teams has experienced, the Bobcats lost to the Dragons. So the winner of this game gets to take on South Lake Carroll. Short kickoff taken by the Bobcats. Put their knee on the ground, and that's going to stop the action. That's Ezra Malamura on the return. And it's going to be Bobcat offense as they come out down by 2 touchdowns. 11:20 to go, first half. You're watching NFHS UIL football playoff action here in the state of Texas. You got to win 6 games in order to win the state championship. This is round 3. If you're a basketball fan, this is the Sweet 16 round. 1st and 10, Bobcats from their own 26-yard line. And Wilson's going to keep the ball going left and pick up 3 on the carry. The tackle for Geyer made by Caleb Darthard. 1 minute gone by, second quarter. 2 very talented teams. We expected it to be a very high-scoring game coming in. Geyer has scored 42 and 63 in their first 2 games. Byron Nelson 54 and 35 in their first 2 playoff games. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson throws it out, completed to the right side for a first down. Catch made by Drayden Gorman and tackled by Kalen Austin. And it's going to be a first down for the Bobcats at their own 39-yard line. So far, Wilson is 4 of 8 passing for 46 yards and a touchdown. He's also run the ball twice for 24 yards. Showing blitz is Geyer. Wilson's going to throw it deep down the right sideline. Got a step and a catch is made. Good grab there by McCurley, and it's going to be a flag on the play.
Offside.
It is defensive offsides. Decline. So the catch by McCurley will count. It's going to be first down for the Bobcats deep in Geyer territory. You see the replay. Nice throw and catch there. Good concentration by McCurley bringing it in. He was covered there by Anthony Benford. And it's going to be first down Bobcats at the Denton Geyer 29 on the right hash. 5 receivers on the play. Jake Wilson alone in the backfield. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And there's Darden in motion, and he's going to take the handoff on jet sweep going left and lose yardage. -4 on the play.
Darden now has 7 carries for 9 total yards, so that's their biggest offensive threat. So if Byron Nelson wants to get back into this game, they're going to have to figure out a way to get Darden going.
Second down, 13, approaching the 9-minute mark of the second quarter. Three receivers to the wide side. Wilson in the shotgun, Darden next to him. Play clock at 5 seconds when they snap it. Wilson straight drop back, throws an out route. It's going to be caught. Nice job keeping his feet in bounds by Ransom Goals. And it's going to be first down at the 19-yard line. Coverage by Ryan Yates, but there's nothing you can do when you have this nice ball here. Landon Ransom Goals keeps his feet in, gets a first down for the Bobcats. Ball's on the left hash, trips right, and fake the handoff to Darden, throw it to Ransom Goals again for a Bobcat touchdown. Nice throw and catch, and a great drive by Jake Wilson, the Bobcats quarterback, gets his team closer. 21-13 is the score as we await the PAT for the Bobcats. There's Ransom Goals, who just made 2 nice consecutive plays. Pierce Dolan in for the PAT. The kick is up and perfect. 21-14. We expected a high-scoring affair here in Frisco, and so far so good. We've got 35 points on the scoreboard in less than a quarter and a half. This is one of those football games where you could end up with a basketball score, 50 points, maybe 60 points. See what it takes to win this. You see in the replay the handoff fake and then throw it into the back corner of the end zone, and there was nothing that Yates could do. Great throw by Wilson, and
If you
Geyer's lead is 7 points.
If you saw in that last replay, I keep saying Darden's the key to their offense. Well, you saw he's such a good threat to their offense. Play action pass there, it forces the linebackers and even the safety to take one extra hesitation step forward to try to stop the run, and then it just frees up that one-on-one receiver to be open in the end zone. So not only is Darden a threat in the running game, but just him in the play action, because of how electric he is, it's going to be a huge key for this Byron Nelson offense the rest of the game.
After the Bobcat touchdown, they will kick the football off. 21-7, Geyer with the lead. Spot the ball on the 40-yard line. And the big fellow Justin Biquette on the kickoff. And this time they're going to do a short pooch kick, and it'll be fair caught. That was Dolan, the smaller of the two kickers, who kicked that one. Fair catch, and Geyer will come back out on offense. 8:50 to go in the first half. Geyer with a 7-point lead and the football. They'll take over with good field position, starting at their own 37-yard line.
So far, Byron Nelson has had no answers on defense for the Geyer offense, so we'll see what they come out with here.
Geyer ball spotted at their 37-yard line, first and 10 for the Bobcats.
The got Joyner in the backfield next to Arnold.
Arnold in the shotgun, motion man. And they're going to fake the handoff, throw a little stop route to the right side. It's going to be completed for a first down.
Blade Carver, senior wide receiver right there in the slot.
First down, Geyer at the 49-yard line. Two receivers to the short side, fake the handoff. Arnold throws it deep. A wide open receiver on the right side and over the head of his intended receiver, Carver. Or Sutton Lee, I think that is. Sutton Lee on the attempted reception.
If he waited one more second, that would have been a 51-yard touchdown.
Second down and 10, Geyer from their own 49-yard line. Stop the clock, 8:25 to go. A long read, and Arnold's going to pull the football and take it over the left side and have a nice gain into Bobcat territory at the 42-yard line. I'll make it 3rd and 1.
Byron Nelson has to figure out a way to contain him as a rusher.
3rd down 1, Geyer at the 42 of the Bobcats. They're going to hand the ball to Joyner, and he'll go nowhere. Loses yardage. 4th down coming up for the Geyer offense.
Jacobin Julian on that tackle for us. 4th down now.
4th and a long 2. Geyer keeps the base offense out there at the Bobcat 44-yard line. Bobcats down by 7, trying to get a defensive stop here. Arnold looks to the home side for a play call. Here's 4th and 2. Fake it to Joyner, throws it deep down the left sideline, and it's going to be a catch. Nice job going up and making a tough grab by Josiah Martin. 4th and 3, and they throw the long ball. And Martin gets the catch. It's going to be first down, Geyer at the Bobcat 12-yard line.
That was Byron Nelson's chance to get the defense off the field, but Geyer converted it again.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Give it to Joyner going left. He'll pick up 3 yards.
Handoff to number 3, Trey Joyner. Tackle made by number 3.
South Carolina has defeated Clemson today on a rivalry weekend in college football. 2nd down and 8 for Geyer's offense. Approaching the halfway mark of the 2nd quarter. Snap is back to Arnold. Give it to fake to Joyner. Arnold's going to keep it and dive in for the touchdown. There it is again, that running threat.
Rushing touchdown number 16 for Arnold now on the year.
And Geyer keeps that 2-touchdown advantage. So the PAT attempt coming up for Denton Geyer. They lead 27-14. They got on the scoreboard first with a punt return touchdown, and they've been in the advantage all along. The kick by Stinson is up and good. 28-14 is our score. Caleb Lovelace is the deep snapper for the Geyer Wildcats.
Caleb Lovelace is also a very talented right guard. So far, Lovelace and Jacob Fritz, have taken care of the right side of the offensive line for Denton Geyer very well, giving Joyner and Arnold plenty of room to run.
6:34 remaining in the first half. Denton Geyer leads 28-14 over the Byron Nelson Bobcats. We told you earlier that they are meeting today in the 3rd round of the playoffs. They met last year in the 3rd round of the playoffs. Denton Geyer came back 43-36 a year ago. So it's rematch time here in Frisco, Texas. Geyer puts the ball on the 40-yard line. They're going to kick the ball off. See what the Bobcats can do on offense when Coach Travis Pride and his team get the ball back. rim depth kick taken at the 13-yard line, up the left numbers, out past the 20. And good kick coverage there for Denton Geyer, and the Bobcat offense will take over. Jake Wilson has had a very good game, just got to get enough points. Jake Wilson.
And they have to get the rushing game going as well.
He is 8 for 12 for 120 yards and 2 touchdowns, but as you say, Aaron Darden, 7 carries for 9 yards, so great job on the run D by Geyer.
Off at 200 week, so if Nelson wants to keep putting up points, they're going to have to figure out a way to get Darden going.
5 receivers on 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Left hash, Wilson, straight drop back, throws the stop route in the middle of the field for a first down, wide open past the 40, near the 45-yard line.
Ippolito again, wide open down the middle.
He had a touchdown a moment ago, and now he gets a 26-yard gain out to the 46-yard line. Bobcats in the huddle. 6:08 to go, second quarter. And they're going to run Darden. They fake the reverse, and Darden's going to pick up just 2 yards on the carry, averaging less than 2 yards per carry on the game. Denton Geyer has 204 yards of total offense. Byron Nelson 153, and almost all of that is through the air.
That seam route up the middle and between the two safeties has been open for them repeatedly tonight.
5 receivers, 3 left, 2 right. Wilson sends a man in motion. That's Darden. And he's going to throw. There's the seam route to Ippolito again with a first down. Ross Graham called it, and the Bobcats ran it. And they'll take the gain of 28 down to the Bobcat 25-yard line. Good call, Coach Ross. And they'll set up again with 5 receivers quickly to the line of scrimmage with Darden at the Wildcat spot. And quickly, Denton Geyer, Coach Heim calls timeout. First time they'd seen the Wildcat with Darden in the shotgun position. So Geyer will take a timeout. They're first. And we have 5:08 to go. .508, the clock will get adjusted for you there to go second quarter. On that timeout, we have a first down and 10 Bobcats, down by 14 points. The third round, again, the winner to the Elite 8 to take on South Lake Carroll. Coach Riley Dodge, former outstanding quarterback himself at South Lake Carroll under his father, former head coach Todd Dodge. After the Geyer defensive timeout, first down and 10. Bobcats at the Geyer 25-yard line. 2 receivers to each side. Darden's in the backfield. Wilson is in the game at quarterback. No more Wildcat. Wilson fakes the handoff, throws it deep down the right sideline. It's going to be a nice touchdown pass. Great catch by McCurley again. And this is an offensive shootout as we expected. It's 35. Well, we're at 35 points now.
28-21.
48 points on the scoreboard. Yeah. Quarter and a half. 28-20 is our score.
So far, Geyer's front 7 has a very good job of containing Arden, but they still have yet to find an answer for the 3 main receivers.
PAT attempt for the Bobcats. Dolan's kick is good. 28-21. And this is one of those, who's going to have the ball last and who's going to get a defensive stop. Offensive shootouts. Here's the touchdown pass to McCurley. A great throw there by Jake Wilson. His second touchdown pass of the night. He's thrown for 71 yards. And the team has only 206 total. So it's been all through the air for the Bobcats. But they still down 7 points. See if they can get a defensive stop.
Peyton Bowen back deep. Let's see if they kick it to him.
He has a punt return for a touchdown in this ball game.
Number 9, Pierce Dale taking the kickoff for Byron Nelson. Back deep for Byron from 22, Peyton Bowen.
A short kick, and they do not kick it to him. They kick it out of bounds, and they're willing to give up good field position to the Geyer Wildcats to keep it out of Bowen's hands. We told you that Auburn and Alabama are just getting underway. The Army Black Knights had a big victory today over UMass, 44-7. Dallas Cowboys had a big victory over the New York Football Giants on Thanksgiving Day in the most watched regular season football game in NFL history.
5 yards from the out-of-bounds spot. First down.
Referee John Penn tells us the kick went out of bounds for a penalty. 42 million people watched the Cowboys beat the Giants on Thanksgiving Day. 1st and 10, Geyer after the penalties marked off at their own 40-yard line. Lee in motion. They're going to hand the ball, and they'll give him forward progress of 2 yards.
That's Yusuf. Yusuf on the carry.
Number 5, Ashton Williams. Gain of 2 for Geyer.
So far, Yusuf and Joyner have been a good 1-2 punch for their offense.
2nd down, 8. Fake it to Yusuf, and Arnold's going to run quarterback draw. Pick up another 2 yards, making it 3rd and 6.
Tackle made by number 55.
We have a late flag that comes in.
Flag on the play.
Stops the clock. 4:26 to go in the half. Our officials are chatting. Geyer with a 7-point lead. They're going to mark the penalty yardage off. And the referee, Mr.
After
Penn.
the play was over. Dead ball, personal foul. Number 7, Denton Geyer.
Personal foul against Denton Geyer. Big walk-off, 15 yards. And the ball will be spotted back at the Geyer 29-yard line.
Let's see if Byron Nelson can capitalize on this long 3rd down.
They've been behind the scoreboard all day long. If they can get a stop here, maybe they can level this game. And we have another penalty flag.
They're back up again with 5 yards.
It's 3rd and 21, and Geyer's going to be called for a false start. That'll make it 3rd and 26, and the Bobcat fans on the visiting side getting fired up, trying to urge on their defense to get a stop. Jackson Arnold in the shotgun on 3rd down 26, and we have a timeout called by Byron Nelson.
For the first half.
Stops the clock at 4:04 on the clock. And the Bobcat D trying to get a stop here and get the ball back, trying to get some points and level this thing before we go to the halftime break. You'll get to enjoy the performances by the Byron Nelson Bobcat Band and the Denton Geyer Wildcat Band at halftime. You're watching NFHS in partnership with Game On Sports. This is Trey Graham and Ross Graham joining you from the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, practice home of the Dallas Cowboys. This is the 3rd round of the playoffs. Everybody's trying to get to the 6th round to go play in Jerry Jones' other place. AT&T Stadium. Jerry World is where all state championship games are played in a centralized location. After the defensive timeout, Geyer's offense back out on the field. 3rd and 26 from their own 24-yard line. They got to get to the midfield stripe for a first down. Trips right, one receiver left. Jackson Arnold looks to the home side for the play call. Here comes a fake handoff. Arnold avoids the pressure, rolls to his right, throws it across the middle of the field. Completed pass to the line of scrimmage and more. First down, Geyer at the 50, at the 40, makes a man miss at the 30, down near the 26-yard line.
Landed slides on that big reception. After giving up 20 yards, back-to-back plays, penalties,
Landon Sides definitely made up for it on that play. Huge reception, Landon Sides.
3rd and 26, and they get out of jail with the long ball, and now Arnold quickly to the line, has pressure, breaks away, rolls to his right, throws it late into the back corner of the end zone into double coverage, incomplete pass. So we said the Bobcats had a 3rd and 26, and we're trying to get the stop, and the Geyer offense says no way.
That was again intended for Landon Sides, but that time he was well covered.
2nd down, 10 after the incomplete pass. 3:33 to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Geyer with the 7-point advantage and trying to keep their lead. We can use the tennis analogy. Who gets to break of serve here is what the defense is trying to do. And we're going to have a flag for illegal procedure called against Geyer.
Offense, 5 yards.
Byron Nelson entered the neutral zone first, but they're going to call it on Geyer.
Back him up 5, makes it 2nd and 15 from the 29-yard line. 3.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Jackson Arnold is 4 for 8 passing, but he's run for 62 yards, and he's going to run the ball again, going right, trying to turn the corner, and gets strung out, does break away for a short gain. Give him actually a 6-yard gain as he's back to the original line of scrimmage, and is going to bring up 3rd down 10.
He was pushed out of bounds by the star Ashton Williams, number 5 for Byron Nelson.
3rd and 10. Arnold's going to throw the football. Now he pulls it down. He's going to run it to the left and is tracked down at the 20-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 6. And decision time for Coach Heim and the Wildcats.
So far, Byron Nelson has had no answer to the dual threat capabilities of the Geyer quarterback.
4th and 6, 2 receivers to each side. Field goal from here would be 37. The Wildcats of Geyer have the base offense out there. Clock rolling, 2:45 in the second quarter. There's now 6 seconds on the play clock. And Coach Heim is going to let the play clock roll down and call his second timeout. 2:36 on the game clock.
Before the timeout there, Landon Sides had a one-on-one coverage over there on the far sideline, so I would not be surprised if that's the matchup they go to, as they've gone to several times tonight.
Michigan defeats Ohio State 45-23. Number 3 team in the nation defeats the number 2 team in the nation, and Jim Harbaugh gets a big win over Ryan Day and the Buckeyes to keep the Michigan college football playoff hopes alive. We'll see what happens in the rankings with Ohio State. TCU from down the street in Fort Worth, undefeated, ranked number 4 in the CFP. And Argentina's World Cup, Lionel Messi. Argentina with a victory over Mexico. USA men and England men drew a scoreless tie yesterday in World Cup action. After the timeout, it's going to be 4th and 6 Geyer. They are not going field goal. They keep the base offense out here. Left hash, 2 receivers to each side. And Arnold has a lot of pressure. He's going to roll to his left and throw it away. And the ball's going to go over on downs, and the Bobcats get the stop they wanted.
So far, that was the biggest defensive play right there for Byron Nelson. Now we'll have just over 2 minutes to go down the field, hopefully score a touchdown, tie the game up. Geyer will receive the second half kickoff, so it'll be very big if Nelson can get a score here, tie the ball game up, and go into halftime 28-28.
Ball goes over on downs, and Byron Nelson will take over at their 20.
I think Darden just needs to pop off one run of at least about 8 or 9 yards, get his confidence back. We'll see how that goes.
Bobcats down by 7. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Jake Wilson in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. There's the handoff to Darden, and it's going to be a short gain. We'll give him 4 on that carry. Clock rolling. 2:15, 2:14 to go until halftime. No huddle, straight to the line for the Bobcats. Not quite hurry-up mode. There's a 2nd and 6 play. Wilson has 3 receivers to the wide side on the left. Darden next to him as we're under 2 minutes in the game. Geyer showing blitz and coming. Wilson throws it late to the right side. It's going to be almost picked off.
That's Peyton Bowen right there.
There's the reason he's such an outstanding DB. He almost picked that one off, but couldn't quite bring it in. Number 22 there. Pass was intended for McCurley, who has a great night on the receiving end for the Bobcats, but Peyton Bowen, who has a punt return for a touchdown, almost had a pick 6 for a touchdown. 3rd and 6, Bobcats. Now they want to get a conversion and keep the ball, not give it back to Geyer's offense. Motion man, fake the handoff, setting up a pass across the middle of the field is going to be caught for a first down. And that catch is made by Landon Farco, and it's first down Bobcats at their 42-yard line. Stop the clock at 1:38.
Geyer's been playing with 2 safeties.
Now the clock rolling.
Geyer's been playing with 2 safeties pretty much the whole night, so it's been repeatedly that they've been able to split the seam right down the middle and get an open receiver in the middle of the field.
1st and 10, Bobcats at their own 42. And Jake Wilson's going to pull the ball down, run straight up the middle of the field. Tough run out to the midfield stripe, gain of 7. Gain of yardage to the 50, and it's quickly timeout by Byron Nelson. That will leave them with 1 remaining.
That was a big hit by number 2, Kalen Austin for Geyer.
One minute, 12 seconds remaining. Each team has 1 timeout left. A 28-21 lead for Denton Geyer. Continue with the tennis analogy. Who's going to hold serve, who's going to break serve, because all the offenses have had the upper hand both ways today. Jake Wilson leads the Byron Nelson offense, 12 of 17 passing, 214 yards, and 3 touchdowns here in the first half. He's also the leading rusher. One big story we keep following, Aaron Darden, 9 carries for only 15 yards. After the Byron Nelson timeout, it's going to be 2nd and 2 from the midfield stripe. 3 receivers right, 1 left. As Wilson stands in the shotgun. Minute 12 on the clock. Geyer looks like they're going to play coverage here. They rush 4. They throw it to the left side. It's going to be a nice throw, but an incomplete pass. That was intended for Ransom Goals. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete, 3rd and 2. A minute, 8 seconds on the clock.
Geyer is going to receive a second half kick, so if they can get a stop here, that'll go a long way for the Geyer.
3rd and 2 from the midfield stripe. Geyer rushes 3 down linemen, and they're bringing a blitz quickly to the left side over the head, and it's going to be caught there by Ransom Goals. He's been a great target for Jake Wilson all game long. First down, Bobcats.
There's a reason why he has over 1,200 yards receiving this season.
Coverage for the Geyer Wildcats by Yates. First down and 10 Bobcats at the 25 of Geyer. 1:03 on the clock. Each team with 1 timeout remaining. Darden next to Wilson in the shotgun on first down. Straight drop, quickly out to the right flats. It's going to be caught for a short gain. Catch made there by Farco. Good open field tackle for the Wildcats by Benford. 2nd and 8, clock rolling, 45, 44 seconds. 40 seconds. 2 receivers to each side. Wilson looks right, throws right into traffic, and incomplete pass intended for McCurley. Stop the clock, 31 seconds. 3rd and 8 coming up. Field goal from here would be about 45 yards. Of course, no weather here indoors. Bobcats look to the far sideline for the play call on 3rd and 8. Two receivers to each side, ball on the right hash. And we're going to have a Denton Geyer timeout. They use their final, and it's going to be a chance for both teams to talk it over before we have the Byron Nelson 3rd and 8. See what happens on a 4th down should we get to that. Byron Nelson Bobcats would love to tie it up going into the halftime break. We were down on the field earlier watching both teams warm up.
Looking at that kicker during warm-ups, I think Byron Nelson's going to want at least another 5 or 6 yards if they're going to actually attempt a field goal. Otherwise, I think they're going to go for the end zone on 3rd and 4th down.
We mentioned nearly a full house, 12,000 seat capacity here at the Ford Center. You'll get to enjoy the bands and drill teams for both schools at halftime. After the Geyer timeout, Bobcats have the football. 3rd and 8 from the 23 of Geyer. 2 receivers to each side. Jake Wilson has Darden next to him in the shotgun.
Ransom Goals is 1-on-1 on the far sideline.
He's looking left, throwing left on the 7 round, and is going to be an incomplete pass. That was intended for Farco, and it is 4th and 8 in that decision time for Coach Pride. See if he goes with the field goal unit. And
Looks like
he does send in the kicking team.
Wow.
Number 9,
It'll be a 40-yard field goal attempt for Pierce Dahlin. 25 seconds on the clock. Snap is back. The kick is up and no good. Wide left. Dahlin not able to convert. So Geyer will get the football back with 21 seconds and a 7-point lead. Geyer has no timeouts remaining. They'll take over at their own 23-yard line, and we'll see how aggressive Coach Reed Heim decides to be with a 7-point lead in the last 21 seconds.
Nelson's just playing prevent defense. Everybody back.
3 receivers left, 1 right for Jackson Arnold. see what he chooses to do here. He's going to run the football and able to pick up positive yardage and a first down and getting out of bounds. Nice run there by Trey Joyner.
There's a flag, though, while going back.
He goes out of bounds at the Geyer 40-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Last week, Denton Geyer did have over 100 yards of penalties, so that's been their biggest setback so far. Has just been penalties.
And this is a flag against Geyer, wiping out that Joyner run. The officials are trying to figure out where to spot the football. They're having the walk-off now, and they will spot it at the 25-yard line. 13 seconds on the game clock. A referee there in the white hat, John Penn. He's going to give us an explanation.
15 yards from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
So 15 yards from the spot will back Geyer all the way up to their own 15. And now we'll see if they are aggressive. There is the penalty there. And Jackson Arnold will put a knee on the ground. And the Bobcats will not use their final timeout. So at the end of two stanzas, we've got the offensive shootout we expected. Denton Geyer 28, Byron Nelson 21. Ross Graham, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, like we said, it was going to be very high scoring, and the story of the game so far has been Byron Nelson's inability to run the ball. The front seven for Denton Geyer has done an excellent job keeping Arden. They obviously watched him in film, realized he had over 200 yards rushing last week, so that's been the key so far. That's why Geyer has the lead. Both teams' offenses are going very well. The Nelson receivers are playing great. The quarterback's playing great, but so far just the Byron Nelson running backs have not been able to get much going, and the Byron Nelson defense has not been able to find much of a stop for Arnold and the Denton Geyer offense.
Nelson has 288 total yards, but only 47 on the ground. Much more balanced attack for Denton Geyer. 276 total yards, 152 on the ground, 124 through the air. And Jackson Arnold is only 4 of 9 passing, but he has run for 74 yards. Trey Joyner, 10 carries for 73 yards. So both of those players, Joyner and Arnold, averaging over 7 yards a carry, and they both have scoring runs, 2 for Joyner and 1 for Arnold.
And like we said, with two very, very good offenses, you're not going to be able to fully contain them. So to take one aspect away, that's probably what's going to help you win the ball game, and that's why Geyer's on top right now, because they've been able to take away the running game of Byron Nelson.
You're going to get to enjoy the halftime performances by both teams here, and you're watching NFHS with partnership with Game On Sports from the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham. Our halftime score, Denton Geyer 28, Byron Nelson 21. Please enjoy the high school band performances, and we'll be back in just a few moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, the grand
Best of luck for the rest of the school year. The Dazzlers are led onto the field by dance officers. Junior Lieutenant Avery Wilson. Junior Lieutenant Kaylee Graves. Senior Lieutenant Laura Altentis. Senior Lieutenant Caroline Newell. Junior and First Lieutenant Delaney Bogan. And your captain, Senior Reagan Gorin. The Dazzler social officers are sophomore social officer Campbell Arnwine, junior social officer Cadence Cunningham, senior social officer Crystal Soto, senior social officer Katie Zinkner, senior social officer Kaylee White, and your head social officer, senior Emma Polafula. Tonight's Girl of the Week is Stella Shaw. And the Dazzler of the Week, Gabriela Garcia. We hope you enjoyed tonight's performance.
The Silverado team reps are Brianna Cashin, Gabby Lee, and Kalina Garula. Today, the Silverados will perform a streamer jazz routine to Butter. Ladies and gentlemen, the Geyer Silverados are under the direction of Rachel Simpson and assisted by Laura Nudie. We'd also like to acknowledge and thank all our sponsors for their support of the Silverados for the 2022 season. They are Chick-fil-A at Kensington Square in Corinth, Dermatology and Skin Cancer Surgery Center, Prototype IT, and TriStar Quality Roofing. And we'd also like to congratulate the Byron Nelson Bobcat Dazzlers drill team on a great fall 2022 season, and also wish the Geyer Silverados good luck in their upcoming contests over the next several weeks. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to continue our halftime entertainment here this afternoon, we proudly present the 2022 Geyer Wildcat Marching Band. The Geyer Band is led on the field by drum majors Molly Hunt, Kinsey Dixon, and Ryan Bauer. Today, the Wildcat Band is proud to present its Spirit halftime show as the Geyer football team continues its run towards the 2022 Class 6A Division II state title. Here now, ladies and gentlemen, is the tune entitled Jai Ho. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the sights and sounds of the Geyer Wildcat Marching Band. Now, Wildcat fans, get on your feet for the Geyer High School fight song. Sponsors for their support of the Geyer Band for the 2022 season. They are Gun Nissan of Denton, CDP Environmental Construction, Point Bank, Quack Management, ATS Exotics, All About You Salon, Basin Water Solutions, Dixon Psychological Services, Groggy Dog, the Goddard School, TriStar Quality Roofing, Texas Oral Surgery Group, 84 Lumber, and Mustang Creek Estates Residential Assisted Living and Memory Care. And ladies and gentlemen, the Geyer Band would like to congratulate the Byron Nelson Bobcat Band on a great fall 2022 season. And this is Paul McManus thanking you for your attendance here this afternoon. And go Wildcats!
.6A Division II Region 1 regional semifinals between the 12-0 Denton Geyer Wildcats and the 11-1 Byron Nelson Bobcats. This is Trey Graham and Ross Graham joining you from the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco. It is halftime. Denton Geyer leads Byron Nelson by a score of 28-21. You just had the chance to enjoy the performances by the high school bands, and we hope you are having a wonderful afternoon. It's been a great offensive shootout, what we expected here in Frisco, Texas. Very talented offenses on both sides. The Geyer offense led by their talented senior quarterback, Jackson Arnold, and Byron Nelson on offense led by their talented senior quarterback, Jake Wilson. So it is an offensive shootout as expected. The defenses for both teams, somebody's going to have to try to get a stop, and we are going to see which defense can come through and get the stop. And we said we might need 50 or 60 points to win this game. It's already 28-21 at half. And Ross Graham joins me. Ross, talk about the environment, talk about the great experience. Last night we were here calling the Melissa versus Terrell game on Friday night. Here we are with Denton Geyer and Byron Nelson on Saturday. It's a great atmosphere.
Yes, the first thing I noticed is the fact that we're in an indoor facility here. It just makes everything louder. The band's louder, the fans are louder. It makes the whole atmosphere more vibrant, more energetic, more alive. The artificial turf is very nice. So overall, this is a great field to play on, great playoff football, great place to play for two offensive teams that like to score a lot of points. Like we've seen, Geyer's already scoring 28. If I'm Denton Geyer, my key is just going to be keep rushing the ball, keep using their quarterback, keep using their two running backs. So far, the offense is working perfectly, so I would just keep doing what they're doing. And on the defensive end, they are doing a great job containing the run. And then if you're Byron Nelson, I think you just need to continue what you're doing for the most part. They've obviously put up a lot of points. It's still only a 7-point ball game, but they are going to have to figure out, like we keep saying, to eventually find a way to get the running game going, or otherwise Geyer's just going to run away with this game in the end.
288 total yards for Byron Nelson once our halftime stats got completed. 241 through the air, 47 on the ground. So heavy dose of the passing game for the Byron Nelson Bobcats. Much more balanced attack for the Denton Geyer Wildcats. 276 overall, 152 on the ground, 124 through the air. Jackson Arnold, 4 of 9 passing for 124 yards. He's also rushed 10 times for 71 yards. Jake Wilson has been the key on the offense for Byron Nelson. He has all 3 touchdowns, 3 passing scores. He's 14 of 22, 241 for 3 touchdowns. 1 went to Kurt Ippolito, 1 went to Landon Ramsden Goals, and 1 went to Gavin McCurley. Jackson Arnold has a touchdown rushing. Trey Joyner has 2 touchdowns rushing. And Peyton Bowen has a punt return for a touchdown for Denton Geyer. Those are the 4 scores for the team serving as the home team tonight. This is the Sweet 16 round of Class 6A football, the regional semifinals. The winner continues their march, and we'll move on to the Elite 8, the regional finals, to play South Lake Carroll next weekend. The loser has a tremendous season come to an end. Denton Geyer's 12-0 and Byron Nelson is 11-1. And one of these teams is going to have their season come to an end this afternoon. Lots of games all over the state of Texas, of course, in Texas high school football. We can give you some scores of other local games that are of interest to the fans around the area. We mentioned that the Melissa Cardinals defeated the Terrell Tigers right here in the Star last night on Friday evening. Around the area, South Lake Carroll defeated the McKinney Lions 42-35. That's why the Dragons are awaiting the winner of this game. DeSoto defeated Tomball. Aledo continued their great run. They defeated Midlothian 27-21 in 5A Division I. Frisco Reedy, one of the inhabitants of this stadium, their season comes to an end. Mansfield Timberview 28, Frisco Reedy 26. In Class 5A Division II football, Argyle defeated Grapevine in a rematch. That was a 12-0, 11-1 game. Grapevine's only loss was to Argyle, and Argyle got the second W of the year, so Argyle's 13-0. They moved to the regional final. South Oak Cliff defeated Midlothian Heritage yesterday, 33-27, setting up a regional final between South Oak Cliff, the defending state champions in 5A Division II, and the Melissa Cardinals. That game will be played this coming Friday evening at Choctaw Stadium in Arlington. Also in the area, China Spring defeated Lake Worth, and the Anna Coyotes' dream season continues. They defeated the Salina Bobcats for the second time this year, so Anna is 13-0. Salina's season comes to an end, so China Spring, the defending 4A Division I state, 4A Division II, that is, state champs, will take on the Anna Coyotes in a regional final. Texarkana Pleasant Grove knocked out the Aubrey Chaparrals. Carthage defeated Gilmer in a matchup of East Texas powerhouses. Class 3A Division I, Grandview defeated the Pottsboro Cardinals. And in 3A Division II, Holiday defeated Bells. The Gunner Tigers defeated Palmer, setting up a regional final between Gunner and Holiday. A game that Holiday has been looking forward to, trying to knock off the champs from Gunner, Texas. So there's a lot of interesting playoff action all around the state of Texas this weekend. Of course, the Dallas Cowboys had a big win on Thursday over the New York Football Giants. So they are off this Sunday, but NFL action all the way around the country. You're seeing the highlights from the earlier games. There's Trey Joyner on a touchdown run. This is our first half action. Jake Wilson throwing a touchdown pass there to Ippolito. And then here's Trey Joyner, his second touchdown run of the night. And here's Jake Wilson with a touchdown pass to Ramson Goals. And here's Arnold with the quarterback keeper and the touchdown run for the big senior. Going to play at Boomer Sooner next year. Jake Wilson, nice drop it in the bucket touchdown pass to McCurley. That's how we got to 28-21 here. You are looking at the outdoor facility right now. That's a shot of the artificial surface outside here at the Ford Center at the Star. That big screen TV you're seeing on your screen that has the stat markers on it right now was showing the Michigan versus Ohio State game when we arrived a few hours ago. So there were lots of Geyer fans and Byron Nelson fans who got here early to enjoy the scene here in Frisco, and they were enjoying some college football on the Jumbotron outdoors.
And as that shows, Byron Nelson has 47 yards rushing, so it's been pretty evident that Geyer's front seven is incredible. They're going to contain that rushing game of Byron Nelson. So if Byron Nelson is unable to get their rushing game going, there two things they're going to have to do if they want to stick to this game is they're going to have to continue on the defensive side, continue pressuring Arnold. They've done a great job of that, led by Noah Cortez and Ashton Williams on the defensive side. They've done a great job of that. They're going to have to continue containing him, applying pressure, forcing him to make throws that he would be quicker than he would want to. And then on the offensive side, they're going to have to continue like we saw. We saw the middle of the field open up on the passing game several times. We also saw Ransom Goals one-on-one win pretty much every matchup he had. So if they're unable to get Darden going in the rushing game, if they're going to want to stick to this game and come out on top, those are the things they're going to have to do. They're going to have to pressure the quarterback, and they're going to have to win the one-on-one matchups with the wide receivers.
The Denton Geyer Wildcats have a 28-21 lead, and they will receive the kickoff here in the second half. Byron Nelson won the opening coin toss, chose to take the football in the first half. We are awaiting the arrival. You see the big Denton Geyer banner as the Wildcats will be coming out of their tunnel. But first the Bobcats come out of their tunnel. White jerseys, dark pants for the Bobcats. Black over black for the Wildcats. 6A Division II Regional Semifinals, and here come the Geyer Wildcats entering the field. We are glad you are joining us this afternoon from the Star in Frisco. This is Trey Graham and Ross Graham. We are about to get underway here. Put 12 minutes on the clock. 28-21 is our score. Geyer has the lead, and they're going to get the football to start the second half.
It's going to be key for Byron Nelson to get a stop on this opening drive. So far, Geyer scored on pretty much every time they've had the ball.
Pierce Dolan and Justin Biquette, the two kicker arrangement for the Bobcats. They come out, put the ball on the 40-yard line. Geyer will send back deep Peyton Bowen, future Fighting Irish DB. He has a punt return for a touchdown to start the scoring today. And now he is back deep to return this kickoff. There he is, right there, number 22.
Number 9, Pierce Daly, kickoff for Byron Nelson. Back deep for Geyer, number 22.
And Dolan will kick it short, keeping it away from Bowen. Fair caught at the 38-yard line, and it is first down Geyer. 7-point lead and good field position as Jackson Arnold leads their offense out on the field. We mentioned he's thrown for 124 yards and run for 71 yards. First down, Geyer at their own 39. Ball in the left hash. 12 minutes on the clock as we get underway here in the third stanza. Two receivers right. Motion man comes to the right and trying to turn the corner and able to do so. That is Josiah Martin on the carry. Nice gain to the 41-yard line. Gain of 7. Quickly to the line of scrimmage are the Wildcats. Fake the handoff, 3 receivers right, and Arnold looks to the post route and overthrows his intended receiver. That was Landon Sides, the intended target, number 7, incomplete pass, 3rd and 3. You see he had lots of time, steps up just a little too much on the throw. Coverage for the Bobcats by Ransom Goals. Trips left in a stack on 3rd and 3, no backs, throwing out to the right side. That is intended for Sides again, and he will have a first down into Bobcat territory at the 48.
Tackle made by number 7, David Kawaka. Result of the play is a first down for Geyer. Ball spotted.
Geyer offense looking sharp here as we begin the third quarter. Fake the handoff. Arnold has lots of time. Now is pressured, rolls left. And he's going to keep it himself and go out of bounds after a short gain. Pushed out of bounds there.
Jacobin Julian.
There you go, Mr. Julian. Second down, 8. Ball in the left hash at the 46. And they're going to give it to Martin, and he's going to break it through the center of the field for a first down. That's Joyner, that is. Joyner, number 3 on the carry to the 32-yard line. Ransom Goals on the tackle at the 32-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left on first down. And Joyner gets another handoff, and he has another nice gain of about 7 yards.
So far, the right side of the offensive line for Geyer is just completely dominating.
No huddle, right to the line. Second down, 3. Joyner stands next to Arnold, and Joyner gets another handoff, has a first down at the 20 inside there. First down, Geyer putting together a great drive to start the second half.
Ransom Goals with another tackle.
First down, 10. Geyer at the Bobcat 20-yard line, and fake the handoff to Joyner, and Arnold's going to keep it and lose a yard.
Tackle for loss there by Julian.
2 minutes gone by, third quarter. Geyer has 3 receivers to the wide side, 1 receiver to the top of the screen. And fake it to Joyner, give it to Joyner on a late handoff. He'll pick up about 4. So it is going to be third down. We'll call it 7. Jackson Arnold looks to the home side for the play call. 2 receivers to each side on third down. Snap is back, quarterback draw. Arnold cannot get loose. Fourth down coming up.
That's Matthew Kirchhoff with the big stop.
Field goal from here would be 35 yards or so. And looks like Geyer's going to keep the base offense out there on 4th and 7. Bobcats, this is the stop they have been looking for. Down by 7 points. See what the Byron Nelson D can do here on 4th down. Down to 3 seconds on the play clock. And Geyer uses their first timeout of the second half. Stops the clock, 8:36 to go in the third quarter. You're watching NFHS, a production of Game On Sports. Coach Heim and the Wildcats look like they're not going to settle for the field goal, up by 7 points.
Well, I think they have the kicking teams in now.
All right. After the timeout, they changed their mind. You're right. Sending in the kicker. Here is Ford Stinson. It will be a 34-yard field goal attempt. They lead by 7. High snap, the ball is down, the kick is up, and it is perfect. Nice kick there by Stinson. Pushes the advantage to 10-point margin. Geyer 31, Byron Nelson 21. Early on in the second half. All right, Ross, now we have to see if the Bobcats can get their offense going. See if they can trade 7s for 3s here and get back in this game.
Yes, for the Byron Nelson defense, while they did give up points, that was a win for them, only giving up 3 points. So if they can march down the field and score here, it'll only be a 3-point ball game. Let's see if we can't get Darden going on this opening drive of the second half.
Geyer will kick off from their own 40-yard line. There you see. Ball spotted there. Back deep is Ransom Goals, number 14 there for the Bobcats. This is Cam Posada that will kick this one away. He'll kick it deep, taken on a fair catch by McCurley. So, 25-yard line will be the spot as the Byron Nelson offense comes out on the field. Jake Wilson in the first half, 14 of 22 passing, 241 and 3 touchdowns. But as we've mentioned several times, almost all of their offensive yardage has been gained through the air. See if they can get the running game going.
Byron Nelson ball spotted at their 25-yard line. First and 10 for the Bobcats.
Last week, Darden was averaging over 10 yards a carry, so let's see if he can get back into his shape from last week.
2 receivers to each side on first and 10 from the 25. Wilson is going to fake it to Darden. Roll to his right, throw the football into traffic. It's going to be an incomplete pass.
That was McCurley on the target.
Second down, 10. Bobcats offense down by 10 points. Their first drive of the third quarter. There's Jake Wilson, number 11, senior quarterback. Surveys the defense. Geyer shows blitz, and they're coming. Quickly throwing out to the left side over the head of his intended receiver, Farco, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. And now we're wondering if Geyer's defense is going to get a quick stop. Just overthrew the receiver there.
The play action pass is not as effective if your running game's not rolling.
Geyer has a 3-3-5 defense they're employing on 3rd and 10. But the linebackers are all coming. And quickly down the right sideline is going to be thrown into traffic, and a good catch there by McCurley. He's been the favorite target of Wilson this afternoon. First down, Bobcats.
Like I said, win those one-on-one matchups.
Spotted at the 40, gain of 35 yards. 5 receivers now. And they're going to go Darden out of the Wildcat. He's going to run the football straight up the middle of the field, and he'll pick up about 9 on the carry.
That was his best play of the game.
Tackle made by number 24, Caleb Rowe.
Clock rolling, 7:15 50 and counting in this third quarter. 2 receivers to each side. Wilson back in the shotgun with Darden next to him. Straight drop back again, throw it deep down the right sideline. One-on-one coverage, drop it in the bucket, touchdown, Bobcats. McCurley with another one.
There you go.
Cuts the margin to 31-27. Trading a 7 for a 3 to the Bobcats. .7:32 on the clock. As Dolan in here to attempt the PAT and cut it to a 3-point margin. Kick is up and good. 31-28 as the offensive shootout continues. 59 combined points on the scoreboard. Don't be surprised if we get to 100 combined points in this 6A Division II regional semifinal. Third round of the Class 6A playoffs. Here's the nice touchdown pass from Wilson. As they say, drop it in the bucket right there to McCurley. Sure-handed target. Good pass protection for the Bobcats.
So far, the Bobcats came out exactly how they needed to. Forced a field goal, then scored a touchdown. So now it's only down by 3. See if they can't get another stop also.
Number 9, Pierce Dillon, in the kickoff from Byron Nelson.
Peyton Bowen back deep for the Geyer Wildcats. Denton Geyer to kick off. Will not likely let Mr. Bowen touch the football. The 2-kicker arrangement for the Bobcats. And it's going to be the big fella, and that is Paquette. It'll be taken short and fair caught at the 35-yard line. That's the tight end, Cy Stovall on the catch. And Geyer's offense will come out here only leading by 3. The Bobcat fans on the visiting side fired up. Their team has cut it to a 3-point deficit, the closest they've been all afternoon. Ball's on the right hash, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Arnold sends a man in motion, snap back, and they swing it out to Lee on the right side, and he'll pick up a nice gain, 5 yards on first down. Clock rolling. Approaching the halfway mark. Arnold fakes the handoff to Joyner, has time, rolls to his right, sets up, across the middle of the field, first down. Nice throw and catch. That is Martin. No, that's
Lee again.
Lee again, okay. Spot the ball just on the midfield stripe here at the Ford Center. The Cowboys star right there. Joyner has the ball going left. Nice tackle for the Bobcats.
Julian.
By Furness. And gain of 2. Second down, 8, quickly to the line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Stovall, the tight end, is to the right in a wingback spot as Arnold looks to the home side for the play call. 6:20 and counting. And Arnold will keep it after faking the handoff. Turns the corner and slides down at the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. And the Geyer Wildcats immediately to the line of scrimmage. Third and 3, quarterback draw, and Arnold shows a tough run, and he's going to be stopped short of the sticks. 4th and a foot coming up for the Geyer offense. Outside of field goal range, too close to punt the football. So you'll see the Wildcat offense go for it on 4th and short. as we are under 6 minutes to go, and Geyer sends in the jumbo package. Arnold still in the shotgun, but all the big fellas are up front. 4th and short. Bobcats trying to get a defensive stop here. And they're going to run handoff and first down going left. That's Youssef on the carry. He picks up 2.5 yards. First down, Geyer at the 38 of the Bobcats. Spot the ball there, 38-yard line. Geyer keeps possession on the 4th down conversion. Arnold has 2 receivers right. Youssef on the carry and runs right into the arms of Maddox Smith. And Noah Cortez, that is, on the carry. On the tackle, I'm sorry. Noah Cortez on the tackle.
You're going to have an injury timeout.
Clock stops, 4:38 to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll get that clock fixed in just a moment. 4:38 to go. Clock stopped on the injury timeout, as we have 3-point advantage for Geyer. Young man got a little medical attention, and he's hustling off under his own power. So we're going to have a 2nd down 9 coming up for the Geyer offense. Two receivers right, 1 left. Arnold fakes the toss sweeps, quarterback draw. He will be tackled at the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Geyer offense. 3rd down and 2. Quickly to the line of scrimmage, no huddle. 3 receivers, quarterback draw again for the big quarterback. And he's going to be stopped right near the sticks. It's going to be 4th down. He needed 2 and he got 1.5. Under 4 minutes to go, and here comes the big fella package out again. The jumbo alignment for the Geyer Wildcats. They were able to convert 4th down a moment ago. Here's another 4th and short for the Geyer offense, trying to keep the ball out of the Bobcat offense. Going to give it to Youssef, and he's going to have another first down. This is a tough run to the 20-yard line. Picks up 9 on 4th and 1.
Ran some goals with the tackle.
20-yard line on the right hash is where Geyer has it on the first down. Using lots of clock here in a fast-moving 3rd quarter. 3:20 to go. Clock rolling. And pull the ball out of Youssef's belly, and Arnold will keep it for a gain of about 4 yards.
Tackle by Julian.
Jackson Arnold, the talented quarterback, is also an outstanding runner. Ball control offense, 2nd and 6, and Jackson's going to keep it himself. Jackson Arnold to the 8-yard line. Is going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Geyer, no huddle offense continues. 1st and goal from the 8. 2 receivers to the wide side. Jackson
wide open.
Arnold throws it wide open. Stovall, the tight end. Couldn't bring it in all by himself in the end zone.
That was another time when the middle of the field is wide open in the passing lane, but then he just dropped it.
Good read on the RPO there. Jackson Arnold pulled the ball out of Youssef's belly, had the tight end wide open, but couldn't bring it in. We'll make it 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. 2.5 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Winner moves on to the Elite 8 round. Bobcats D trying to hold the Wildcats out of the end zone here. 2nd and goal from the 8. Motion man is Lee. Quarterback draw. Jackson Arnold is going to go in. Touchdown, Denton Geyer.
That's now his 17th rush touchdown this year.
The lead is back out to 9, 37-28, and Stinson on for the PAT. Lee the holder, Stinson the kick is up and good.
It's back to a 10-point ball game now.
2:23 remaining, third quarter. You're watching NFHS, a production of Game On Sports. This is Trey Graham and Ross Graham. John Graham is here as well. Andy Graham is here as well. It's a family reunion on Thanksgiving weekend here at the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco. Glad you are joining us. The South Lake Carroll Dragons await the winner of this matchup. Tough run by Jackson Arnold gave the Wildcats the 10-point margin. So they're going to kick the football off. As we keep saying, the offense ruling the day here in Frisco.
Back team for Byron Nelson, number 13, Gavin McCurley, and number 14, Landon Ransom.
All right, Geyer with the kickoff here. Posada, this kicker, will kick it deep. McCurley will let it bounce, and it'll get into the end zone. If you're a Bobcat fan, there was a little bit of a heart-stopping moment. That was a free ball rolling around at your 2-yard line, but good news for the Bobcats. It took a little bounce into the end zone. It'll be a touchback and no harm done. First down at the 25 for the Byron Nelson offense. .223 to go, third quarter. Bobcats down by 10 points, come out on the offense. Darden stands next to Jake Wilson in the backfield. 3 receivers left, and Darden's going to get the handoff going left, and a nice tough run, and a gain of 9 yards. Second down, 1. See what the Bobcats can do here. Sometimes this is the right situation to take a shot downfield on 2nd and 1. Trips right. Ransom Goals is the receiver split left for Jake Wilson.
You have McCurley one-on-one on the top.
And they're going to run Darden, and he's going to have a first down to the right side. We'll pick up about 4 on the carry. A minute 39, a fast-moving third quarter. 10-point margin. Bobcats on the wrong side of the scoreboard with the football here. First down and 10 at their own 37. 4 receivers now, 2 to each side. And fake it to Darden, throw it to Ransom Goals. He'll catch it on his knee. It'll be a gain to the 43-yard line. Pickup of about 6. Third and 4 now. Assume you're in 4-down territory for Coach Pride. 4 receivers on 2nd down. Rolling right, throwing right over the head of McCurley. Now it's 3rd down. Under a minute remaining in the third quarter. Here comes the Bobcat offense. 3rd down 4 from their own 43-yard line. Geyer fans trying to get their defense to get a stop. They snap the ball. Wilson wasn't ready. It hit him in the face mask. It's a loose ball on the ground. Now there's a scramble for it. We do have a flag on the play. Stop the clock. While the scrum is uncovered, they say that The Denton Geyer Wildcats defense gets the fumble recovery, but we do have a flag. Illegal shift called against the Bobcats. It'll be declined by Geyer, and Geyer has a 10-point lead, and now the football on the plus side of the field. They snapped the football. As you see the replay, Wilson wasn't ready, hit him in the chin. Scramble for the ball on the ground, and Geyer's D gets the recovery. They're going to take over for the last half minute of this quarter. And now serious advantage for Geyer. They've got a 10-point lead and the ball. Trying to stretch the margin here as we're about to go to the final stanza. Trips left, first down in the plus side of the 50. Motion man, and Youssef's going to get a carry. Breaks one tackle, breaks two tackles, and a nice tough run of 9 yards. And Geyer does not have to run another play here at the end of the third, but they go straight to the line. Second down, long 2, and they're going to only pick up a single yard there. Now let's see what they're going to do in the final 6 seconds of the quarter. The clock will count down to 0, and 3 stanzas in the books. 1 more to go. Somebody's season's going to continue tonight, and the dream will still be alive, and somebody's season is going to come to an end. The 12-0 Denton Geyer Wildcats taking on the 11-1 Byron Nelson Bobcats. And there's only 12 minutes left in regulation. Denton Geyer has the football and a 10-point lead. Geyer would love to continue to contain this possession, run some more clock, add to their advantage. You get to see the Denton Geyer and Byron Nelson fans on a nearly full house here at the Ford Center. Thanksgiving weekend, Christmas shopping for many people underway.
It's going to be big for Byron Nelson if they can get a stop right here, because if Geyer goes up another touchdown, then it's going to be very hard for them to come back.
As we start play here in the fourth quarter, put 12 minutes on the clock. Third down and 1 for Geyer from the Bobcat 32-yard line. Hand the ball off to Youssef, and he's going to have a first down.
So Geyer should just keep running the ball. If Byron Nelson can't stop it, then there's no reason to go away from it.
Spotted at the 31, new set of downs for the Wildcats. Arnold looks to the home side for the play call. Stands in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Fake it to Youssef, throw it over to the middle of the field. Snowball the tight end with the catch this time. And it's going to be another first down for Denton Geyer.
Nathan Bowe on the tackle.
14-yard line is the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10. Not using a lot of clock here. Youssef gets the football, breaks a tackle, spin move, down to the 7-yard line.
Another tackle by Bowe.
1 minute gone by. Youssef takes the handoff, and he goes for touchdown, Denton Geyer. The Wildcats extend their lead, put a lot of pressure on the Bobcats here in the fourth quarter. Youssef on the score. 44-28. Wildcats with the lead. Here comes Stinson for the PAT.
If Byron Nelson can get back on offense and attack the one-on-one matchups and then get some more points on the board, this should still be fine for them, though.
High snap, the kick is up, and it is good. 17-point margin in the fourth quarter. Byron Nelson Bobcats have some work to do to keep their season Season alive. 10:52 to go in regulation. 17-point advantage for the home team, Geyer Wildcats, tonight.
The good news is on that last drive by Byron Nelson before they fumbled it, the running back Darden was able to start rushing the ball better. It's going to make the linebackers respect the run more and allow the play action pass to open up more, especially across the middle of the field. So Byron Nelson's offense should be fine.
Byron Nelson offense. Ross Graham is calling on them to get some points on this drive.
Number 49, Cam Posada in the kickoff.
Posada will put the ball on the tee right there at the 40-yard line. And the Bobcats will send McCurley and Ransom Goals back to return the kick. It's going to be a kick that McCurley will grab at the 13-yard line. Out past the 20, flag on the play. Looks like he had a face mask there. And the Bobcat offense will come out here needing points in the final quarter. 45-28 is our score. Arnold is now 8 out of 15 passing for 162 yards. He's rushed for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ahmed Yusuf has a touchdown run. Trey Joyner has 2 touchdowns on 106 yards.
Receiving team.
We're going to call block in the back on Byron Nelson.
First down, Byron Nelson.
So that will hurt their field position as they start this drive. Jake Wilson, 17 of 28, 314, and 4 touchdown passes. And he's going to need to lead his offense on a comeback here, as he'll start at his own 10-yard line.
First and 10 for the Bobcats.
All right, Byron Nelson fans, see what your offense can do here, needing points. 5 receivers on first and 10, 3 right, 2 left. Wilson in the shotgun sends a man in motion. They're going to fake jet sweep. Wilson's going to keep quarterback draw and pick up about 2 yards.
Tackled by Kalen Austin.
10.5 minutes to go in somebody's season.
Gain of 2 for Byron Nelson.
Bobcats not huddling, but not in hurry-up mode. Second down and 8. Again, 5 receivers. Wilson looks to throw left, deep down the left sideline into traffic. Intended for Ransom Goals. Incomplete pass. A little bit of contact, but no flag. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Goals there went out of bounds. So if you see the official with his hat off, that's what that signifies. Ryan Yates on the coverage for Geyer. 3rd and 8. Two receivers to each side. Are we already in 4th down, going for it situation early in the 4th, down by 17? We'll see what happens on 3rd and 8. Wilson has pressure, rolls left, sets up, throws it, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. And now Coach Pride has a big decision. Do you go for it from your own 12-yard line? Nope.
They're going to punt.
Send in the punt game, play conservative. You're going to give the ball over to Geyer, who has a 17-point lead. Peyton Bowen goes back to return this punt. Remember, he started the scoring today with a punt return for a touchdown. And the Bobcats will be kicking this from their own goal line. Kick is away. And it's going to be a short kick, and Geyer is going to get tremendous field position. How about at the 20-yard line, an 8-yard punt for the Bobcats? Coach Pride made the wise choice, you assume, not to go for it on 4th down from your own 10-yard line, but he wasn't planning for an 8-yard punt. and giving the Wildcats the ball at your own 20-yard line, up by 17 points. Jackson Arnold leads his offense out there. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Stovall, the tight end, to the right. Motion man on first down. Arnold in the shotgun, takes the snap, gives it to Joyner over the left side. He'll pick up 2 yards. See if the Wildcats are going to let some clock roll here. 9.5 minutes to go in somebody's season. Straight to the line of scrimmage. But Arnold slows them down a little bit. 9:25 to go, clock rolling. Second down and 8 from the 18-yard line. Arnold sends in the play call. 2 receivers left. Tight end is left. Fake it to Joyner, throw it into the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete pass.
Intended for Landon Sides.
Stops the clock. 9:07 on the clock. 3rd and 8.
His foot was just to the outside of the end zone.
Bobcats would love to force another field goal attempt from Geyer's offense. Here's 3rd and 8. Blitz coming. Arnold stands in. The ball's tipped away, picked up. Scoop and score at the 50, at the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Leo Almanza, the sophomore, number 21.
Almanza with the scoop and score and a monumental touchdown for the Bobcats. Not only do they keep Geyer out of the end zone, they get a defensive touchdown.
If you look on the replay, Almanza was unblocked the entire time, just coming off the edge of the outside linebacker spot. No one even picked him up. He was able to go to the backside of the quarterback and get a strip sack and return it all the way for a touchdown.
It's an 11-point margin. The Bobcats have sent out the base offense. (45-34). If you make the 2, it's a 9-point margin. Here comes 2-point play attempt. Rolling right is Wilson. Has nobody open. Throws it late into the back of the end zone. McGurley, no chance to grab that one, and the margin stays at 11.
The problem with that now is it's 2 touchdowns.
Well, it's an 11-point margin.
Unless you get an 8 and a 3.
Touchdown, a 2, and a field goal.
Yeah.
If you had kicked the extra point and made it 10, then you're a touchdown, a PAT, and a field goal behind. So an aggressive play there by the Byron Nelson coaching staff. 8:55 to go in the game. Here's the replay. Jackson Arnold stands in the pocket. Almanza with the strip sack, picks it up on an easy bounce, and goes untouched the rest of the way for a career highlight for the sophomore DB on the blitz touchdown. Here he is there, as Ross said, unblocked. Great job swiping at the ball, picks it up and goes 71 yards to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats, to keep themselves in this game. Now they've got to look for another defensive stop against the talented Geyer offense. 8:55 to go. Bobcats have their 2 kicker formation. It's going to be an onside kick and a big bounce, and Geyer's going to pick it up. And that's Stovall on the return. He'll take it into Bobcat territory. A nice bounce there for the tight end, and he rumbles down to the 35-yard line.
That was a risky play because now you're giving Geyer excellent field position as opposed to kicking it off normally.
Bobcat defense got a stop a moment ago. They're going to need another one. Down by 11 in the 4th quarter. Jackson Arnold, who just had the ball stripped out of his right arm, comes out on the offense with Ahmad Youssef, his running back.
Expect to see Stovall on that blind side, making sure that doesn't happen 2 times in a row.
2 receivers left, 1 right on first down, and Youssef will get the handoff and run into the arms of Caleb Elijah Coleman. Gain of 3. See if Geyer slows it down a little bit. 8.5 minutes to go in the game. Arnold says, everybody relax. Let the clock roll. Looks over to the home side for the play call. 15 on the play clock. 8:15 in the game. 2nd and 7. Youssef gets another handoff. And another nice gain to the 29. 3rd and 4.
Cortez on that tackle.
Under 8 minutes to go, clock rolling. Denton Geyer is choosing to run a little more time every play here. They send in the big fella package. What they had on 4th and 1, they're sending out on 3rd and 4.
That probably means they're willing to go for it on 4th down also.
Here's the 3rd and 4 play in the jumbo package. Youssef behind the big fellas, and he's going to have a nice gain out to the 26, and it's going to be very close to the chains.
Ran some goals on that tackle.
And they're going to mark him short, 4th down. And like Ross Graham said, on 4th and a foot, the big fella package stays out there, and Geyer's going for it on 4th and short.
Joyner's in the game now.
And he gets the handoff, and he has the first down to the right side. Inside the 20-yard line, and Geyer keeps the ball. And they'll let the clock keep rolling. They'll stop it as they move the chain, spot the ball at the 17-yard line. Approaching the halfway mark of this 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, Geyer at the Bobcats 17. Geyer with an 11-point lead. And the football. Joyner has it.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Geyer from 17 yards out, and that might be enough. Geyer fans, Bobcat fans, the dream is still alive, but it's a 17-point margin before Stinson kicks this PAT.
Number 47, Ford Stinson, in for the point after attempt.
6:27 on the game clock. 51-34 is our score. Nice ball control, time-consuming drive, ending in a Joyner touchdown for Denton Geyer. And the margin is now 18 points as Stinson's kick is good, 52-34. South Lake Carroll Dragons await the winner of this game, as Texas high school football will move to the 4th round, the regional finals as it's called next weekend. If you're a March Madness fan, you'll call that the Elite 8 round. There's Joyner, the touchdown maker, sitting on the bench right there.
Hey fans, take a look at the video screen for the University of North Texas.
Posada will come out here for the Geyer kickoff. Bobcats are going to get this football down by 18 with no margin for error.
Number 49, Cam Posada.
See if Posada decides to kick it short again.
Backkeeper Byron Nelson, number 13, Gavin.
And it's going to be medium depth. It's going to hit the ground. McCurley will pick it up at his 15-yard line, coming left at the 20. And drug out of bounds short of the 30-yard line.
Number 13, Gavin McCurley.
First down, Bobcats. They need points. Down by 18. It's a 3-score advantage as they take over at their own 29-yard line. You're watching NFHS in partnership with Game On Sports. Trey Graham and Ross Graham here at the Ford Center in Frisco. First down and 10, Bobcats. 2 receivers to each side. Jake Wilson in the shotgun. They've got to score, and they've got to score in a hurry. Geyer in their 3-3-5 defensive alignment. Wilson across the middle of the field is going to be caught for a first down.
Ippolito.
Wilson pass complete to number 18, Kurt Ippolito.
And they'll spot it at the 42-yard line. First down as we hit the halfway mark. 6 minutes to go in somebody's season. Wilson takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws it to the left side. It's going to be a short gain.
Ransom goals.
Gain of 7. 2nd and 3, clock rolling. Right to the line of scrimmage are the Bobcats. 2 receivers to each side here on 2nd and 3. Geyer's going to rush 3. And lots of time. Wilson throws it to the left, caught for a first down. Stepping out of bounds, Ransom goals.
Wilson pass complete to number 14, Landon Ransom goals.
Going to give him a bad spot.
Tackle made by number 21, Ryan Gaines.
That's first.
No, we'll give him a first down.
Yes, sir. All right, chain gang needs to catch up there. At the 47 of the Denton Geyer Wildcats, 1st and 10, Byron Nelson Bobcats. 2 receivers to each side. Wilson looks left, throws left, caught.
Ippolito.
Curl route over the middle of the field for a first down. And it's a good drive put together by the Bobcats. This is what they need here in the 4th quarter. Wilson calls him to the huddle, and it's going to be first down at the 34 on the left hash. 5 minutes to go, clock rolling. Bobcats come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers each side in a bunch formation. Snap is back, it's a reverse, and McGurley's going left, and he's going to get strung out of bounds.
They were not fooled on that play. That was Ryan Yates on the defensive stop.
Loss of 3 yards for the Bobcats offense. And the clock rolling, 4.5 minutes to go. 2nd and 13, Bobcats need points here. And we're going to have a stop at the clock at 4:20. As the officials are having a chat.
Clock operator, the play was out of bounds. Please set the game clock to 4:31, please. 4:31.
John Penn, the referee, asked the clock operator to go to 4:31 because the runner had gone out of bounds.
Thank you.
2nd down 3 from the 37. Down by 18. You could go 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, and a field goal. That's 19 points if you're a Bobcat fan. Wilson has pressure, drops it off late for Darden. He cuts up the middle of the field, makes a man miss, and takes it to the 25-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Clock rolling, 4:15 and counting. Good job by Wilson avoiding pressure there. Wilson connects with Darden. Letting a lot of clock roll here. 4 minutes to go.
We've got Ransom goals one-on-one on the far side.
Trips right on 3rd and 1. See if they give it to Darden here. And they do for a first down at the 20. Makes it cut at the 15, at
Huge
the 10,
cut.
at the 5, down inside to the 1-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, Bobcats. And their dream is still alive, but the clock is rolling. 3:40 and counting. Bobcats need points here. And then you're probably looking at an onside kick situation. Bobcats have 3 timeouts, clock rolling 3:25. 5 receivers look for quarterback draw here. Wilson in the shotgun has the snap. They're going to go jet sweep, and Darden stops short at the half-yard line. 2nd and goal. And the bad news for the Bobcat fans is that uses more time. Under 3 minutes to go. 2nd and goal from the 1-foot line. Darden next to Wilson. They're going to throw the football into the corner of the end zone. It's going to be caught. Ippolito, touchdown, Bobcats. 2:47, stop the clock. And 52-40 is your score.
And it looks like they're going to kick.
That's back to an 11-point game if you make the kick, so you're at that 2-point play and a field goal for a tie if you make this and cut it to 11. That's why it was an interesting decision to go for 2 earlier. Here's the PAT kick. It is up and good. The margin is 11, 52-41. We told you earlier we might get 100 points in this game, and we're at 93 right now with 2:47 to go in the ball game.
I think that was the right choice to kick, because if you go for 2 and you miss, then it's a 12-point game, so you have to score 2 touchdowns after that.
Nice throw by Wilson to Ippolito on the 7 route. Coverage for Geyer there by Bradshaw, but it was a great throw and a touchdown. Now the decision for the Byron Nelson Bobcats and Coach Travis Pride is it onside kick time? They did a moment ago. Ended up giving Geyer great field position.
They got a good bounce, they just did not cover it well, so we'll not be surprised to see them do the same play again.
(6A) Division II, Region 1, regional semifinals. 2 minutes, 47 seconds until somebody's season comes to an end. Unless we play overtime football. 2 kicker arrangement for the Bobcats. Let's see if it's going to be an onside kick here. The hands team up there for Geyer. All the fellas with the low numbers.
You've got your quarterback in the middle of the field for the return team.
All right. Everybody in the building expecting an onside kick from the Bobcats. Two kickers, that is. It is an onside kick to the left, and another grab by the Denton Geyer Wildcats, and they're going to have possession of the football.
Landon sides with the successful recovery for Geyer.
2:46 in the game. Geyer's offense will come out with an 11-point advantage. Nice job. The assignment for the kicker on the onside kick is to get that second bounce. That ball spinning through the air makes it tough to grab, but good hands by the return unit for Geyer. They'll take over at their own 44-yard line. Let's see if Jackson Arnold's able to run out the clock and send his team to the Elite Eight. Youssef is the running back. 3 receivers left. And Youssef will get the handoff. Flag on the play. Youssef with a spin move and a gain of 6 yards, but it's going to be a flag against
a legal
Geyer
shift.
Offense.
They're going to call it a legal shift, so it's going to come back. They were not all set.
Illegal shift. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Back them up 5 yards. They'll spot the football at the Geyer 39, 2:40 to go. First down, 15. And Youssef will get the handoff again and pick up about 4 yards, and Byron Nelson will call timeout. That will leave them with 2 remaining, down by 11 points with 2:22 to go in the game. (52-41) Denton Geyer Wildcats over the Byron Nelson Bobcats. As we've expected, a shootout from both offenses. Geyer defeated Flower Mound Marcus and Highland Park in the first 2 rounds. Byron Nelson defeated Fort Worth Boswell and El Paso Eastwood to get to this 3rd round matchup. And the winner moves on to the 4th round. The Dragons of South Lake Carroll High School await. And Denton Geyer's goal right now is to run out the last 2.5 minutes of this game and close this one out. Byron Nelson uses a timeout, their first. Geyer to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 11. They're going to run the football on quarterback draw, and Arnold's going to have a first down and more. Showing speed, 50, 40, 30, 20, down to the 10-yard line.
David Kabungu on the game, on the touchdown saving tackle.
Boomer Sooner, says Jackson Arnold. Going to play quarterback for OU next year, and he might have just sealed the deal for the Wildcats.
First and goal for the Wildcats.
First and goal at the 10-yard line. Clock rolling. Geyer in the huddle, content, of course, to let the clock roll. 1 minute and 52 seconds to go in the game. Clock rolling. First and goal from the 10. Youssef stands next to Arnold in the backfield. Youssef will get the handoff and push it to the 8. And Byron Nelson will take their second timeout.
On the second half, and 1 left.
1:36 to go in the ball game. Bobcats will have 1 timeout remaining. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 8. We do want to thank the fine folks here at the Ford Center for being our hosts this afternoon and last night as we were here calling the Melissa Cardinals victory over the Terrell Tigers. Beautiful facility. Big crowd last night and a big crowd today. Thanksgiving weekend football here in the state of Texas. And it's indoors, so it's dry, no wind, no weather issues.
At the end, whenever Denton Geyer and Byron Nelson go back and look at the film, the biggest key is going to be that the Geyer was able to hold Byron Nelson, star running back Darden, to only about 36 yards when he's coming off a game of over 200 yards. So if you lose almost 200 yards of offense, that's going to ultimately cost you a lot of points.
Second down and goal from the 7, and Youssef will take the handoff and push it to the 6-yard line.
Timeout. Byron Nelson, their third timeout.
Byron Nelson will use their final timeout with 90 seconds to go. 3rd and goal from the 6. So if you are Denton Geyer, you could put a running play here. You could even put a knee on the ground and run off 40 seconds. Get you under a minute. Either way, looks like the Bobcats are going to get a chance to get the ball back with some time if they score on the next play, or even if they run a 3rd down and a 4th down play. Bobcats might have a little bit of time. Cannot get a first down here. Geyer has 2 timeouts, which they shall not be using. 1 minute 30 on the clock. Geyer with an 11-point lead, trying to finish this one out. After Byron Nelson's final timeout, here comes Jackson Arnold in the Geyer offense. 3rd and goal. We'll call it the 7-yard line. Youssef has had a busy night in the backfield next to Arnold, the quarterback. Snap it to him. Arnold's going to keep it. He's going to push the pile and dive in. Touchdown, Geyer. And that's going to seal the deal for the Wildcats. And their dream season will continue. 58-41 is your score with 1:24 on the clock.
And the biggest game of the year so far, who else to turn to than their OU commit quarterback?
Stinson on for the PAT to try to get us to 100 points in the game. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. We are at 100 points, 59-41. Denton Geyer over Byron Nelson. Denton Geyer came into the game 12-0. They're going to make it a perfect 13-0 and get the chance to go play South Lake Carroll in the Elite Eight next weekend. We always tell high school football fans, if you're having football practice on Thanksgiving Day, you've had a tremendous season. And even more so if you're playing high school football in the month of December, you've had a tremendous season. And the Denton Geyer Wildcats are going to get to do just that. 1 minute, 24 seconds remaining on the clock, as Cam Posada will put it on the tee for the Wildcats. Bobcats are going to get the football back, and we'll see how aggressive Coach Pride chooses to be with no timeouts left, down by 18. Posada will kick it, taken at the 27-yard line, up the left sideline, past the 30 and the 40. And good field position for the Bobcat offense. Again, let's see what Coach Pride chooses to do. Congratulations to Coach Reed Heim and the Wildcats. Byron Nelson, tremendous season, 11-1, coming into today's action. But they ran into a talented ball club. These teams met in the 3rd round of the playoffs a year ago. Geyer got the victory then, and looks like Geyer's going to get the victory in the 3rd round again today. They come out, do the Bobcats, 4 receivers, 3 to the right on 1st down and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Wilson's going to throw the ball to Darden on the right side. He's going to pick up positive yardage past the midfield stripe and a 1st down. Goes out of bounds at the 46, stops the clock 1:13. And we asked what Coach Pride would do, and the answer is remain aggressive here. No timeouts on the scoreboard. 1st and 10. Wilson again throws it out, this time left side to Darden. He's going to pick up a couple yards, go out of bounds to stop the clock at 1:06.
Forced out of bounds by number 21, Ryan Yates. Gain of 1.
2nd down, 9 from the 45-yard line. Clock stopped. So the Bobcats have time to set the play here. Trips right, 1 receiver left is Ransom Doles. Darden next to Wilson in the shotgun. Snap is back on 2nd down. Wilson has pressure, throws it late, drops it off for Darden. He's got a downfield block, and he'll take it to the 38-yard line. Clock rolling. 54 seconds. Geyer trying to get the last minute off the clock to seal this victory. 44 seconds and counting. 3rd and 1. Wilson, high snap, rolls right, looks to throw, throws it into the right side. It's going to be caught but out of bounds. Catch made there by Gorman, but incomplete. stops the clock with 32 seconds, and it'll be 4th and 1 for the Bobcats. No timeouts for Byron Nelson. Ball's on the right hash, 4th and 1. Twins to both sides. Darden next to Wilson in the backfield. Shotgun snap, looks to throw across the middle of the field. It was intended again for Gorman, incomplete pass. And the ball goes over on downs, and Geyer has to put the knee on the ground one time. 27 seconds on the game clock as the Denton Geyer Wildcats are going to move to 13-0 into the 4th round of the playoffs. South Lake Carroll awaits them in the Elite Eight. Byron Nelson's season is going to come to an end, a tremendous season with an 11-2 record. They came in here in the offensive shootout we all predicted. Jackson Arnold, as expected, has played a tremendous game. And he's going to finish the game 8 of 16 passing for 162 yards, but more than that, he has 154 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. He puts a knee on the ground and the clock will run out. The final 20 seconds rolling off the clock as your final score will be Denton Geyer 59, Byron Nelson 41. Ross Graham, your final thoughts today?
Well, both teams offensively played really well, as we can tell with 100 combined points, but at the end of the day, Denton Geyer's front 7 played incredible. They were able to get stops when they needed to, get some timely turnovers, and then in the end, Byron Nelson's offense just could not keep up with the offensive firepower of Denton Geyer.
Congratulations to Coach Heim and the Wildcats, 13-0, move on to the Elite Eight to take on South Lake Carroll in the next round of the playoffs. Congratulations to Coach Pride and Byron Nelson. A tremendous season, unfortunately, comes to an end tonight. Thanks again to the fine folks at the Ford Center here at the Star. Enjoyed broadcasting with them last night and tonight. Congratulations to the Melissa Cardinals on their victory last night and the Denton Geyer Wildcats on their victory today. Both of them move on to the 4th round of the playoffs. Your final score, Denton Geyer 59, Byron Nelson High School 41. For our friends with Game On Sports and NFHS, for Ross Graham, this is Trey Graham saying good afternoon and happy Thanksgiving from Frisco, Texas.